He could. I could be wrong about that. I don't see it from
Mm-hmm.
him. You know, I think he was sincere about this whole thing. I just think that there may have been other people involved who were absolutely fucking siphoning funds.
His solar power initiative was successful, but it's one thing to give out solar panels to a community and another thing to build an entire city with a functioning economy.
Absolutely. And if your goal is to build an entire city and you manage to build a single lean-to, you might need to dig into your finances a little bit, see who's jacking your funds there, bud.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, it's probably not a bad idea. If I was him, I'd definitely be looking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was the other thing about that. Like the plans that we looked at, I don't have the link for that right now, unfortunately, but the plans that we looked at, a couple years ago, it was almost like a Disneyland kind of setup. Like over here, you had your entertainment, you had your medical facilities, you had your living quarters, you had your eateries, but there wasn't like any kind of real industry, right? No way to really generate wealth other than like bringing people in, except that this was supposed to be a place where people lived, right? It wasn't necessarily going to be a tourist destination.
Yeah.
So how are they going to fund the continued existence of this place once it got up and running, if it got up and running?
No idea.
Wait, hold on. Are you telling me that it's not supposed to be, it wasn't designed from its inception to be a 15-minute utopian community? Wow.
Well, it was, but the problem is
in the middle of a desert.
People who think that utopian communities just fucking happen, don't seem to take into account things like who's going to grow your food, where are the fucking fields at, who's gonna, what kind of industries are you planning to have there? What sort of exports, what sort of products are you going to make in this place? Like there were no factories, there were no refineries of any kind. There was no, no infrastructure really beyond the physical location and the amenities. The amenities were, I guess, going to be the industry, which would have made it a tourist destination anyway, right? You're not going to get a lot of long-term residents that way because there's no way to generate wealth in a place where you rely solely on tourism.
So it was going to be the rap the rap equivalent of Dubai. That was the plan.
Kinda, yeah.
That might have worked back in the days of Eazy-E, but there's not enough snow in Aspen for this.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it would have worked back then either. I think it was a pipe dream to begin with, which I believe we stated at the time. But
I didn't even know 5 years ago that it was a thing. I only learned about it being a thing when it failed.
Yeah.
He's been plotting this stuff since Akon and Young Jeezy, bro. Like this was right out of the box of having hit it big as a rapper.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's kind of sad though, because I mean, you have a dream and it doesn't work out, and that's always a
sad to watch dreams die. And then you skin them and eat them and suck all their power from the marrow of the bones.
That was graphic.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. I've been a little bit savage here the past couple of days. I'm not sure
it's
why.
Okay. I couldn't picture it, but it's graphic for other people.
Yeah, of course you couldn't picture it.
The delay.
That makes sense.
This is some stuff I actually did. I think I might have known about this, but I forgot about it. So apparently they would have had their own currency, which is a cryptocurrency called Acoin.
I forgot about that little tidbit. It's fucking cringe.
Yeah.
Modern society is driving me crazy with so many things.
I need a poll question. Somebody get me with a poll question. Yeah. Do you like dancing on a pole? No, not that question. A different
question.
Like
it? Or have I done it?
I'm suddenly interested in both questions.
Why not
I mean,
both?
I was never a stripper. I just made them a lot of money.
But we can totally change that.
Why do you just have that at the ready? Oh my god.
Or I can throw at you. Does
He keeps them in his own
that
waistband just in case. Welcome in, Brandon Mitchell. As long as it's not about talk. Yes.
Oh god.
Yeah, we're not
Agreed.
going into that one again. We're not doing it. But I made some people really uncomfortable because they asked what it was, and I said I wasn't going to tell them. And then they all demanded that I told them. They got mad at me because now they know what it is.
Right. Oh, it just occurred to me I forgot
don't want to hear the answer to.
Right. It occurs to me that I forgot to finish the whole spiel at the top of the show with the we're live on a bunch of places. Sasquatch's channel, my channel, Twix, Rumble. Drop a comment. I'll just do it like that. Do it real quick. Throw it out. Just throw it out there. Throw it out there. Throw it away like it's nothing.
Yeah. It's good enough.
Throw it like the $1 bills that Squatch had.
Right. Also,
drop it like it's hot.
Because I'm just gonna air quote this, encouraged, shall we say, to show my Cash App a little bit more frequently than I have been. It is pinned at the top of the link. It is also in the description if you choose and are so inclined and would very much like to throw money at me like I'm some kind of degenerate stripper. There it is. I'll happily take the money and thank you for it.
Listen to them.
Hi, I'm Sasquatch, and I've been encouraging him to do
yelling at me
things. Quite
so
frankly,
when I tell you,
it doesn't matter because you're communist. The part that matters is when a capitalist tells a capitalist, "Hey."
I used to try and push it for you, and you get all grumpy on me.
Push it.
Yeah, I feel fucking weird about it. Like I will happily take the money. I appreciate it. Any donations. Like we do.
It is a muscle.
151 episodes. That's 3 years of content, right? So like obviously, yeah, it'd be cool to get a little paid for it, but I'm not gonna like tell people they have to. I'm
not saying you tell them they have to. Just tell them it exists.
Or you can tell them that you'll talk about docking if they don't pay you.
Yeah, fair enough.
We get graphic, dude. Like
I just threaten the audience.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. All right. So here's the thing.
Yeah.
Grifting is a muscle, and there are two muscles involved. You have pride and you have grift, right? The first time you flex that grift muscle, it really hurts your pride. Once you get over that part, you keep flexing that sucker. Once you can get over that part, you start actually making headway in this field. And the next thing you know, you're an old coot like me, which I learned that in grifting school.
Yeah. I mean, I did steal his phrase a little bit, money me, money now.
Yeah, I stole that fair and square from another creator. It was brilliant. I mean, steal it, use it, take it, make more money with it. That is the point of grift. Yeah, a lot of people.
And if anyone wants to send any money to me, divert it to these fucking pauper grifter bastards over here.
Yeah, we're very poor. He's paying us.
The void itself in our chat today. Plasma void. Awesome. With delicious docking antics, apparently.
General docking antics. It doesn't say delicious. It says general.
Yeah. I prefer being specific, but okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it does, Aaron Laura. It feels fucking weird. It feels weird. I don't know. I'm just a guy who turns on a microphone and starts talking into the internet. So it feels weird.
I guess I got a little bit more going for me. I get called to specifically come to places where nobody's laughing, and I walk in and hear what they're saying, and it makes me laugh. And then I tell them why it makes me laugh, and everyone else starts laughing. And it's mostly because you're all a bunch of daft cunts.
Clue here's telling me I need to get on the DSP train. It's like, I got bills to pay and you guys aren't helping. I'm going to shut this goddamn thing down. I'm not going to go any further with this. If you want this to go further, you'd better throw some money and none of that chump change shit at me because I got bills to pay. I got bills to pay right now. I got medical bills. I got rent to pay. I got food to put on a table. All of that needs to happen and it needs to come from you. So get it to me now or I'm going to close the fucking thing down. Like DSP, like that.
That's beautiful, dude. You're really good at that. You need to work on that muscle.
No.
And all that money ends up going to in-app purchases of fucking mobile games.
He's raised his voice like an octave and a half. He needs to like stay at the same octave or lower it for it to be even remotely intimidating. Raising the octave does nothing.
Why do you think DSP is, such a mockery?
I was talking to Squatch about his praise of your talent.
Oh, fair enough.
I say just do it, dude. Just stop bitching about money.
Give me money now.
Stop whinging like a little bitch about some stuff you've got total control over and actually put your dick in it. Fuck this chicken.
Anyway, long story short, I'm just fucking around here, but the Cash App link is pinned to the top of the chat. If you feel so inclined. Again, no obligation. These guys are just trying to make me into a dick. So
I just questioned why you don't listen to me. And then when you do, you say that I'm telling you to tell them that they have to. When that is not what I say. That's what I'm saying.
Fair enough.
It's legit.
Anyway, I promise any funds sent my way will not be directed towards building a mythical city in North Africa, West Africa.
Not yet.
That will not happen.
Ever?
Because it'll never get to $6 billion.
I mean,
why the fuck would I do it in Africa?
We're gonna say it's in Africa. We're gonna do it somewhere that matters.
I'll take my chances with the fucking bears and the moose in Alaska before I build anything in Africa.
Yep.
Yeah. Africa is just a sinkhole for the world's
resources.
I'm sorry, Africa is just a sinkhole for the world's resources.
Right. Whereas Alaska actually has resources to spare. So,
it would be really hard. I did a graph. I had a buddy of mine. Yeah. But I had a buddy of mine who did a graph on the world's resources, and he had like 5 of those freaking big ass poster boards laid out. And it was like, your top 4 or 5 commodities, things like gold and aluminum and silver and crap like that. What blew my mind was like in all of this, for whatever reason, he had separated Alaska away from the rest of the US. And it ranked into the rest of the world. Like it was above the US in the amount of resources it had. And I was like, holy crap, that can't be right. And he's like, no, dude, that's why it's there.
I bet the Russians regret selling it now.
Yeah, with Alaska in the US total, the US was like number 2 or number 3 or whatever, up there, like right next to Russia and whatnot. But without Alaska in it, it was like number 27, and Alaska was like number 5. I was like, what the hell, dude? He's like, they got a lot of mountains.
They do have a lot of mountains and trees and oil and blubber.
Yeah,
they have to stay warm somehow.
So let's try it this way. My lawn guy just charged me almost $1,000 for tidying up my lawn. So cash at me.
What the fuck?
No, it's been needing it. It's been a minute. It's been raining for like 4 months now, and in Georgia things grow at an absurd freaking rate, and you can't do that.
$1,000 though.
But you can't do that type of work when it's raining. It involved cutting trees out from around the house and some other stuff we've been trying to get done for like fucking.
Must have been a jungle. Damn.
Dude, I live in a jungle. Yes, I live in middle Georgia, and like kudzu will grow 3 foot a fucking day here in the rainy season. It is
oh shit.
Like it's unbelievable. When I'm talking to other people in other parts of the country about fire management, they talk about like a controlled burn once every couple of years. Here we do a controlled burn like every 4 months, 5 months.
Yeah.
It's absurd. And every winter, almost all of it dies and will stand there until you burn it. So we used to get a bunch of wildfires here until our controlled burn methods got to science. Now we just occasionally get a fire.
Good.
Thank God.
I did not know that.
Yeah, no, it's wild. And
Yeah, it's
seriously, they're like,
probably pays off to throw $10 at the neighborhood kids to fucking rake your yard once in a while.
Yeah, I would imagine.
So yeah, that's I don't know. I don't have a lawn, so I don't have to worry about any of that shit. It's all fucking concrete and gravel out there. So
yeah, I live in a brick nightmare. So
yeah, of course, if you go, a quarter of a mile in any direction, then you're out on the open fucking prairie, and there's, mountain lions and stuff. So
if you go in a quarter mile in any direction here, you're in a swamp. It's either knee deep or you're swimming.
fucking hell.
There's like two roads that come up from the south, but one comes in west because there's no other way to come in that direction. And another one that comes in over here slightly to the east because there's no way to come in from that direction. Is swamp.
yeah. I mean, each place has its own unique challenges, doesn't it?
Sure. I love this place.
Like the swamps in Georgia, I imagine pretty difficult to navigate in a lot of cases, right? And I can
isolate this county with 3 blasts.
Yeah, and they've got a host of dangers that could kill you at any moment. Out here, if you get caught in the wintertime outside without sufficient covering, you're going to be dead in about 10 minutes.
You can have that. Around here, if you get caught in the wintertime, you can kind of snuggle up a little bit until the sun comes back up. It's fine.
You do that here, you're just going to be frozen to the other guy and you'll both die.
Right?
The wind out there is no joke during winter. It's terrible.
So what you're saying is like the old I ran out of gas trick is a really bad idea.
Dude, I ran out of gas in fucking winter in Wyoming one time, 12 miles north of Cheyenne on I-25, man. That was one of the longest, coldest nights of my fucking life.
Fucking hell, man.
It was in January too. Which for those who aren't aware, January is significantly colder than December is here.
Noted. So write this down right quick. Hey, Gal, write this down. Not visiting Sam in winter.
Yeah, if you do that,
beside that.
You might end up getting fucking iced in somewhere. And
I'm writing this down for Squatch because I've already visited him in winter. So just so everyone's aware.
It's literally your suicide.
Well, I drive through there every year for Thanksgiving to go home.
Good. That's not winter.
So I apologize for being late. I fell asleep and didn't wake up.
Winter. You know that winter starts in fucking September. Nice try.
Starts at the end of August, but yeah.
I'm not talking about literal winter. Oh wait, you said August. Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Knee-jerk reaction.
We have 4 seasons out here like everybody else. We've got
almost
winter, more winter, still winter, and road construction.
No, it's almost winter, winter, still winter, and construction.
No,
it's not.
We don't have
winter, more winter, and still winter.
We don't have the 4 seasons in Georgia. Our seasons are a little different. We have dust allergy season, leaf mold allergy season, mold allergy season, and then winter, which you can breathe, but it's flu season. So
yeah.
And if you want to use mosquitoes, we can do that too. We have little mosquito season, big mosquito seasons, and flat-footed fucking turkey mosquito season, and then winter.
So Clue here is right. No, he's right about that, but he's mistaken in thinking that it's the state of Wyoming that is shutting those roads down, willy-nilly. They're not. They're responding to weather conditions, and they're doing that because they don't want you to die.
The reason I say that's not true is once you get the winter warning, that's your warning. The interstates are going to shut down some point.
Yeah.
Like the winter storm warning, I mean.
We get 100-mile stretches of black ice out here.
Yep. Especially on 80, which is what he'd drive.
Oh, 80. Oh, fucking going through Vitavu is a nightmare.
We got stuck in, starts with an R. It's one of the bigger cities.
It's kind of strange in the UK because our seasons have gradually sort of disappeared.
Mm. Yeah, they're all sort of like uniformly gray now and dreary and moist.
Yeah. And then for like 2 weeks of the year, it's fucking roasting.
Yeah.
And that's it.
You were thinking of Rollins, right? Gal?
No.
That's the only bigger place with an R name. As far as I know. Might have been a smaller place with an R name. I don't know. We do have a fair number of communities out here. They're just all really fucking small by other people's standards, and most of them you can blink and miss. There's one place called Bill that is literally just a post office and a road sign.
Yeah.
What's funny is the road sign is pointing out a connecting road to that particular highway that is known as Doldrum Road. I shit you not.
Yeah.
There's fucking nothing out there, nothing to look at, nothing to do, nothing to, like, it's just flat and brown.
I love that idea that it's like, oh, welcome to Bill. If you go further up the road, you'll make it to Dave. And then if you keep going, you'll make it to Steve.
Yeah, except those are both like 200 miles away. So to put this into context for you, like Europeans and Brits tend to kind of think that the states aren't quite as big as they actually are. My state alone is the 9th largest state in the union, and it is 3% larger in land area than your entire country.
Yeah.
You were correct, Sam. It was Rollins, and I was mixing it up with Laramie because Rollins isn't more popular in my head.
It's because of all that Japanese, isn't it? You mixed up the R and the L.
No, you racist shit.
It's Laramie.
God damn it.
No, it's because Rollins isn't more prominent in my head, and Laramie obviously is for Wyoming.
Rollins, for those of you who don't know, is a fucking dust bowl. There's nothing there except the state penitentiary. That's it.
Yeah.
And like the Best Western that we stayed at.
Yeah, near the state penitentiary.
Yeah, but you're not wrong though, Sam. Like all of the European Union, I think, can fit inside the United States.
It can fit inside a portion of the United States, actually.
I think it's about 4/5 or something like that of the United States.
Yeah, but Alaska alone is nearly the size of the lower 48 by itself.
Yeah, it's fucking huge. It's about the size of Australia, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, give or take. Yeah, it's about this. It's definitely about the size of most of Europe.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, easily.
So yeah, it's
Hey, Anna.
Hey, Anna.
We live in a very, very, very fucking big country, right? And the only ones who really kind of get the size are people who also live in big countries. Like Russia is a very big country, China is a very big country, Canada is also a very big country, although maybe not for much longer.
I have a question for you, Abe.
Yeah.
Do you think that it's not worth it if it's an hour-long drive to get wherever, like to hang out with friends or something?
Well, it kind of depends.
Or the grocery store.
I mean, I'm at the stage of my life now where I can't even be asked to walk 5 minutes up the street to get any groceries. I just get everything delivered now.
That's That's funny because the grocery I walk everywhere too, man, and the nearest grocery store is actually about a half-hour walk from where I live.
Yeah,
Because
but
like the reason
I do sort of live kind of. I do live close to a lot of amenities, but even still, that I used to walk everywhere, and it wouldn't bother me to walk for 2 to 3 hours. Just going from one town to the next. I ain't doing that shit anymore.
the reason
but
I ask is
driving-
because sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say, well, I don't drive, so like an hour's journey would have to have a very specific purpose.
So that's kind of the reason that I ask, is because an hour's journey is nothing
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
For us, especially us in the western portion of the states.
I wonder, actually, this, when you break down what people do during the course of their lives and you spend like a third of it asleep, I wonder what disproportionate amount of time Americans spend on the road, just going
Sleeping,
from one place
even.
to another. Yeah.
Because I've had
compared to the rest of the world.
I've had some of those journeys where I was not only traveling a couple hundred miles, but I'm also pretty sure I was not awake for most of it while I was driving.
I've had
Yeah.
that before. See,
Yeah.
when we drive past Sam to go home, it's a 14-hour drive. And we make it in a
fuck
day.
that.
Yeah. When we went to Orlando, 27-hour drive. We went to New Orleans, 21-hour drive. Yeah.
27 hours of a drive would probably take me from England to like
Russia.
Croatia or something.
Yeah.
Maybe to the border of Russia.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Hey, Anna, welcome in.
Hello.
Hey, Anna.
Welcome
Hi.
Speaking of Russians,
And, yes, vast distances.
are
Here's where they-
you still over there, Anna?
I think she just wanted to be here for the Avatar.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
We can't hear you if that is not evident,
Oh,
my
no,
dear.
I can hear you. Babe.
Ah, there you are. We hear you now.
There we go.
Yeah.
Are you still back in the motherland?
Yeah, sad. Oh, God, I'm so full.
Yeah.
Nice.
What do you mean? Yeah. I didn't feed you. No, I had.
Ariel, I would switch to Buttercup for my profile or my avatar if I had it, because Buttercup is my girl and she's not a lesbian like the show tried to make her out to be. The live action shitty
The
show.
Canceled live action
Yes.
shitty show?
Yes.
It didn't happen.
Yes, that. Sorry, I interrupted you, Anna. I apologize.
It's all right. I'm eating cabbage pie.
Cabbage pie.
That's a thing?
Yeah. That is a thing, Samuel.
Why?
Is it
Because
savory or
it is
sweet?
a thing. It is a cabbage in a pie. Oh my
That
God.
sounds awful.
No, it does not sound awful. It is a thing.
Is
People
it savory or sweet?
Savory.
Okay. What else is in it? Is it like a shepherd's pie type thing?
Sesame seeds on top, like is baked. It's got cabbage on the inside, some meat, and yeah, it's good.
Actually, I have a question for you.
No, no onions, BTK. No.
Actually, I have a question for you in chat here from Fiona Rawls. Do you miss the USSR or do you like Russia the way it is?
No, of course we all miss the USSR.
Yeah, no, I was a little curious myself, but it is what it is. I think towards the end, before it all fell apart totally, the USSR was like, I don't know, really coming into its own kind of thing. But then, economic collapse and all the things that went along with that. But I don't know.
You
I don't
don't
know. I don't know if I would
know.
prefer
Yeah.
USSR over today's Russia, or Russia over today's Russia over the USSR. Just speaking of like relations with my country, I'm not sure which is better. Honestly,
Abe, you wanted to say something?
Well, I was just thinking, like, in terms of choices, one is kind of crony capitalist, and now so is the other. So, is there a huge difference apart from the relative wealth of the individual of each nation?
I have no idea what you just said. Whatever. I'm just gonna eat my pie.
fair enough. I mean,
Go see your
look,
pie, Anna.
any
It's
country that
fine.
decides that cabbage belongs in a pie, I don't know if I'm in favor of. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, we don't even do that in Britain. That's ridiculous.
And
Well-
they boil their cabbage.
Do you
Yeah.
like savory pies, Sam?
No, not really. I mean, I like the ones with meat in them.
Well, she said there was meat in it.
Yeah.
I'm not a
not
huge
cabbage.
cabbage
I don't.
fan, but
I see. That's the thing. That's my issue right there.
Yeah.
It's like I don't
Yeah.
fucking like cabbage. So
Yeah, I'm not a big cabbage person either. It's a big thing in Germany as well. Sauerkraut,
yeah, I know.
fermented
Unfortunately,
cabbage.
look,
Kimchi.
the only time I like cabbage is in gyoza.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah.
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 yeah, not a.
Because that
not a
shit's
cabbage.
delicious.
Oh yeah.
Look, when
That makes sense.
when your country is starving.
I know.
No, look.
I know,
If
I
I'm,
didn't
if I'm
want to
starving,
come
I'll
here.
eat
I'm
fucking
glad you did.
anything. Yeah, I'm with you on that. But when you're not starving, why do you continue to eat those things?
Tradition. And it's what you're used to.
Because
right?
that's what you're used to, exactly.
Like Britain is a perfect example of that, with the rationing that happened in World War I and World War II kind of completely changed the face of culinary shit in that country, right? But you guys never went back to delicious food.
Yeah.
I don't know. They kind of did. The difference is they didn't bother to learn to cook it. They just
Curry
imported-
doesn't count. It's imported.
Oh, my
Yeah,
bad.
like they imported it and then like sent it to other
Oh,
countries.
fuck off. Fuck off. Like, your most venerated meal of the year, Thanksgiving meal, is a normal meal in Britain.
Yeah.
Yet
It's a
nobody really-
regular dinner that you would have on a daily basis, not once a
Yeah.
fucking year.
You know what? One of these
But-
days, Abe, I'm gonna have you over, and we're gonna my sister does a big Thanksgiving meal. Every year, whole family shows up. It's a big deal, and the point of Thanksgiving is not actually the food, right? It's the
Yeah,
it's the
obviously.
camaraderie, it's the
Yeah.
family, it's the actually giving thanks and all that. There's only so much you can do with the turkey to make it edible. They're
Yeah.
not tasty birds. They have never been tasty birds. The only reason we picked them for Thanksgiving is because that's what was offered in the first one, and secondly, because there's a lot of bird and it
Yeah,
feeds more people.
yeah.
But that bird is not a good bird to eat.
All right.
Yeah, chicken
Let
is
me run
way
this
more
one by you.
succulent.
You go out in the plains and there's a big grassland. Now, you folks from Britain might have a bit of an issue with trying to figure out how big this grassland is, but if you consider the Russian steppes, you're getting close, right? That's about the right type. There are more freaking ptarmigan, what do they call them? Plains chickens, brush chickens. All of these things are relatives, largely speaking, relatives of the gamecocks and whatnot. And every state's got a version of it. There's so many of these darn things, and we chose turkeys.
Yeah, I mean, like out in Wyoming, we've got sage grouse, which are basically
Yes, that's what I was trying to think of. Sage grouse. I could not come up with the word grouse.
Yeah, and by the way, sage grouse prepared properly, way better than turkey.
It's like it's chicken.
Yeah, it's essentially just a free range chicken, right? It doesn't have any of the chemicals in it or anything. It just tastes awesome.
Chickens are amazing birds, man. They evolved in conjunction with bamboo and the blooming cycle of bamboos, and this is the entire reason they lay an egg a day. because
You know,
when it's blooming, boom.
the best one
Mhm.
though, Abe, you'll have to try is snipe. Snipe is amazing.
Definitely.
And
Definitely.
Snipe.
it's something that you have to go hunting for.
We
Yes,
have snipe
hunting
in
is
Wyoming,
the
but
important part.
they have more of them in Texas and Nebraska and places like that. You know, out here
Okay.
they've more or less been chased off by the jackalope population.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Those damn jackalope. Man, once they get in there, they are hard to root out.
They are, well, they're mean. You know, just terrifying little critters. You know, like think the White Rabbit from Monty Python and the Holy Grail, but American.
More vicious.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like it's got a license to carry.
Yeah.
These are American creatures, so keep that in mind.
Oh, I forgot about that old blindy. Good point.
Yep. And it helps to bring a buddy with you to beat the bushes with a stick too, kind of flush them out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go. And the pillowcase never hurts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely get on that. Best meal you'll ever have, but you got to work to get it.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't free.
Gal, the fact that you are having the hardest time not bursting out laughing is making this much more difficult.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Spotlight, you know.
You didn't have to highlight it because he could have been not paying attention.
This guy? Are
Then
you kidding
you
me?
pointed out.
This guy nitpicks everything more than you do. He's not going to pick up on that.
357 said, the jackalopes are girthy out here.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. There's a town called Douglas here in Wyoming that has a 6-foot fucking statue of a jackalope right in the center of town.
Okay.
Good old country.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think part of the problem between me and my log guys, I don't understand him. It's not that he's foreign or anything. It's nothing like that. He's a local. He just speaks local slang, right? And I don't.
Yeah.
I can speak slang from every other corner of the freaking earth, but locally I'm kind of at odds. I can go to South Atlanta and talk to guys outside of a convenience store better than I can people here.
Mm-hmm. Fiona Rawls says poultry would be different if we had to hunt ostriches. I don't know that. I mean, yeah, the meat would definitely be different, but
It would change a
They're
lot.
just mean.
yeah,
Meals. Think
I
about
think
the
we've
size
changed
of
the
the
meals.
meals.
Yeah, but ostriches themselves are not particularly difficult to hunt. I mean, hell, I know somebody outside of Oklahoma City who raises and slaughters them for the meat.
Right? So we got back, I don't know, 30, 40 years ago. I think it was Hurricane Hugo came through here.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a whole bunch of ostrich farms and ostrich and emu. We had a bunch of ostrich and emu farmers out here who were going to make it big in the ostrich and emu trade. And you know how that goes. This first chance you get, you loss and you claim it on insurance. And we had a hurricane come through, and apparently several of them just opened the gates and turned them loose and said they escaped, and then got paid insurance for the value in it. And now they have these huge hunting preserves over here that they'll own for the rest of eternity. As a byproduct of that, a handful of those emu and ostrich survived. So running around here in Georgia, I know for a fact emu, adolescent, I have seen with my own eyes an adolescent emu with no tags or nothing on it. So some amount of breeding is taking place for sure. Why?
Yeah, I'm sure I remember you saying about this a while back.
Yeah, he brings.
I was like, "You've got emu over there."
Well, I've seen one. Now that could have been a single escaped emu from a single location, but I just don't buy it because it was hanging around with turkeys like it didn't have anywhere else to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know, it wouldn't surprise me if there was a small population of now wild emus just running around in the swamps either, because look, we have in Florida, we have fucking a massive Burmese and reticulated python problem. They are not native to not only are they not native to the United States, they're not even native to this fucking hemisphere. right? And it was because they got out.
Yeah.
They were released. They were, et cetera, et cetera. And then they started breeding with like local snakes and each other. And then now that we've got super fucking pythons out there, you know, so like there's, and that's the weirdest thing too, because there have been some like weird hybrids popping up here and there too, like almost whole new species. For instance, in the northern states, like up where I live, right, on occasion you will run across, they'll tell you that these aren't really a thing, but they are a thing because I've seen them. These hybrids of rattlesnakes and bull snakes, because they live together. They they don't really fuck with each other. They just kind of, anyway, apparently they've been breeding, and so now there's these crossbreeds that have somewhat less potent venom than your typical rattlesnake, but it's still
I
pretty
guess
potent,
they do fuck with each other then.
but they don't have the rattles anymore, right? So you can't hear them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they look like the pattern on their back looks like the fucking dirt. Like they're very hard to spot, but they do exist, and they're starting to become more and more of a thing out here, just because the local bull snake population, which are non-venomous, are breeding with the prairie and timber rattlers. It's the weirdest fucking thing.
That's not scary. Thank you.
Yeah.
Brother.
Remember not to stop in Wyoming and just drive past.
Why are you pulling my leg? Pull the other. It has bells on. I don't like it. I like to trust you, Sam.
You don't have to like it. It's happening. They'll also tell you that there are no wolves or wolverines in Wyoming, and that's bullshit too.
Yep.
They do exist here.
They brought them back.
It's just, I don't like it. Don't see here. All right.
You broke him.
Rattlesnakes. Yes. No. This is an issue, and I've heard things like this. We had the same kind of stories that happen around here about garter snakes and king snakes and all. Rattlesnakes are a very mobile color pattern snake, much like the cottonmouth, which is typically like a solid, almost drab brown or black, or the water moccasin, which can have some really amazing patterning on it. But for the most part,
what are we talking about? Cottonmouths are water moccasins. They're called that because their inside of their mouth is white.
So what I'm getting at is the distinction is local names and local patterns, right? So around here, they're really bright and colorful, but if you go a little bit further north, you're in granite country, and suddenly they're all just brown.
Sure.
They're just brown. You can't tell them apart from any other snake until they open.
All the ones over by where my dad and my sister live are all just black.
Right. And if you look at the dirt or whatever, there'll be something in that area that's almost exactly the same color that they are. And right here, it's leaf dander, and so they've got the classic little splotchy pattern, that you see in all the books. That's so pretty, but in the hashtag, not all. Right. So like, just because it looks like it's a normal snake don't mean it's a normal snake.
Yeah.
And just because it's a black one or a brown one doesn't mean it's more dangerous.
It might steal your wallet.
So you don't want fucking cottonmouth, babe. Like, there are a lot of venomous snakes out there that you could probably get away with just like being around. The cottonmouths are aggressive. You don't want to.
My joke.
I didn't even hear your joke. I'm sorry. What was your joke? Please tell me again. Or don't. That's fine. We'll move on.
Just while it's stolen, bro. You might get your wallet stolen by a black or brown snake, but the other ones are okay, apparently.
I gotcha. Yeah.
I'll walk through it, bro. I don't mind. I got a little cousin that slows just like you.
Well, they're not very paternal creatures, so that tracks, I guess.
Nice.
So, if we're done making the statistical racist jokes here.
It was a good joke, and you just had to prove it.
Do you know how dangerous 13% of snakes are?
It's a lot larger than 13% in the case of snakes.
He didn't get that joke. It's okay.
No, he didn't. No.
No, I got it. I just ignored it. Like I said, done with the racist. Racist statistics.
All right, last one. Damn it.
Sure. Last one.
Right. They commit 60% of the bites, something like that. Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's up there. It's up there.
Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible.
It's not good, dude. Not good. I don't care. That American Eagle ad has really screwed some people up, bro.
Yeah.
Have you Abe knows, have you been on any panels or anything since that thing is played? I can't escape it. Every single show I have produced this week has a huge center of the line, middle ground, like big story spot about this freaking ad where some white
did a spot about that on the solo stream
every single one.
I haven't touched it. In fact, my daughter's one of those brown people that y'all complain about so much, right? And I asked her what she thought about it, and she was like, "Oh, that woman needs a sandwich."
Oh, she's a snake.
In this analogy, perhaps.
All right, that's definitely the last one. Okay.
I don't believe
anyway, she's taught nothing. She's like college educated and stuff. She looked at it with that woman needs to eat something and handed it back to me. I asked a black girl, girlfriend of mine what she thought about it. Sent her the ad, asked her if she's seen it. She's like, "What are you talking about?" I sent her the ad. She watched it, and she's like, "That's the most boring ad I've ever seen." Yeah, she's kind of cute, but that's it. And I was like, so it doesn't make you think of anything else other than the fact that, yeah, some hungry woman talking to me. There's no music, there's no dancing, there's no nothing in the ad. It's a boring ad. And I was like, what are these people going crazy about? The average person who was not like indoctrinated and culturally captured. But there's more to it than that. I'm on the internet and I looked at it and went,
perpetually on the internet.
Funny.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, yes, BTK. I said that shit out loud, and it's true. All right, and
yeah,
she was utterly flummoxed when I told her that I had like 14 shows lined up, all of which had segments from that or the entire commercial playing, and that was the primary topic of the shows for 6 days straight. She said, "Why?" I said, "Because people are nuts." That what it did is it flushed the chumps, the people who are God's honest, blue-blooded racists out there who have been screwing their anti-racist bullshit for the past 5 years, just got outed. They outed themselves with their own outrage. It's beautiful.
And who cares? Do you really care?
I don't, but I do find some of the things that are adjacent to this very funny, like the fact that the only people who said anything about superior genes are the ones bitching about it.
Yes. Like,
while trying to be
speaking of which,
faking it. They're faking it, right?
I posted a link in the private chat, and this is to the thing I was telling you about, Sam.
I saw this earlier this morning. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that whole thing was just stupid. Although it has been said on a few panels before, the one I did a couple days ago, and I repeated it there, and I'll repeat it here. You know who hears dog whistles?
Dogs.
Yes, but also mentally deranged individuals who want to utilize a propaganda word to their advantage by saying you're not educated enough to recognize the dog whistle, and I am, so I have to tell you because I'm socially aware. You virtue signaling cunt.
I mean, the fact that most of them are unattractive people that you could colloquially call dogs.
But that's the thing. I get that, but specifically, and this is weird, specifically the 3 people I'm talking about were quite lovely people. They were solid 6s, 7s, right? It may be better if they took a minute and fucking spruced up a little bit. None of them were dogs, ugly people. These people were culturally captured by some concept that they're not willing to discuss, and every single one of them described themselves, instead of saying they're progressives or liberals, they say they're centrists.
Oh no, those people are paid, dude.
They have to be. I don't see how they couldn't be. I've talked to several of these people, and I didn't realize it the first time when I was talking to them until after this ad came out, and they all spurred it like somebody pulled the pin on a grenade and threw it in the room. Spurred, right?
Yeah.
Dear Lord monkeys, what are you talking about? If you're going to prove you're racist without saying you're racist, just put on an American Eagle ad. Go ahead. Watch their head explode. It was a pun, people. They told a pun. Her jeans are blue.
And it was
and
funny.
They do look pretty damn great. And it was
just
funny.
a play on words on an advert. Who gives a fuck?
And as an observation, a straight up observation on this one. If an advertisement agency's job is to raise brand awareness, they won, because I didn't even know American Eagle made jeans. Had no freaking clue.
They nailed it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
no, they knocked it out of the park.
You know, hell, their stock shot up a bunch after this, which was really
like a few 100% or something, wasn't it?
Hold on, let me read this. Let me actually read what this girl sent me, because it is hilarious. It made me laugh till I cried, dude.
Real quick, let's go ahead and bring up what Ape had.
Squatch, look at your screen real quick.
Why are you doing things like this to me? I mean, I'd hit it, but that's just me.
Well, because you talked about what the people look like who are complaining.
Good genes are passed down. Mines are blue. First of all, you don't get denim blue without black hands, without black knowledge. So why are they still centering whiteness to sell us something that we literally built? The iconic denim blue wouldn't exist without indigo. And indigo didn't grow here. Indigo was brought here along with the people who knew how to grow it, how to ferment it, and how to turn it into dye.
God.
I can't keep watching it. You guys get the gist, right?
Yeah. You're gonna subject ourselves to it, and then I'm gonna spurg for a solid 5 or 12 minutes.
For the record, the little horns that are growing out of her fucking face for some reason, I think that's a tribute to Yakub.
So the first thought I had was, this is parody, right? Like the jump cuts where she's in different weird fucking positions. One where it looks like she's trying to twerk. Like I was like, this is parody, right? And then the things on her face.
She did the man spread. Yeah.
Yes. Like, it's fucking weird, right? Like she's not serious.
Yeah.
She might be. She might be serious. I don't know. If it's satire, it's fucking brilliant.
Right.
But you can't tell anymore. That's the problem.
Yeah. I know.
There is no difference. See, that's the thing, is the people who are in advertising don't recognize satire when they see it. They don't understand the utilization of humor in advertising anymore. Humor is now offensive, and if you use humor, then you're a small-minded, small-witted individual, and you shouldn't be taken seriously. You're clearly one of those culturally captive right-wing individuals who believe that humor is the, balm to soothe all ills, whereas the other side believes that humor is a microaggression. The word microaggression makes me want to punch people who say microaggression.
That's why I say the things I do, because it's not a microaggression coming from me. It's a macroaggression.
Yeah, it's
aggression from me.
The micro inspires the macro. Yeah.
So I sent this chick the link, and I was like, what do you think about this ad? She said they did her dirty. I'm like, what do you mean? They fit kind of illy.
Yeah.
Like,
but they're baggy.
No, it's really boring. No music, no anything about the jeans design or showing designers are just showing jeans. And I'm like, okay, would it surprise you to know that my entire week is eaten up with this ad? She's like, yeah, there's a lot of people making fun of it, but I don't see anybody getting mad. And I'm like, well, okay.
You're not on TikTok. Good for you. Is basically it.
TikTok. So if she is, she doesn't frequent those corners, at least. In general, she's like, I thought people were upset because men were watching obsessively, and the women got mad that the men got so mad that the men got mad. Basically, the women were mad at the men for watching the ad because they thought the chick was hot, but she didn't see what was so hot about the chick. And I was like, okay, one day I'm going to explain this to you, but it's not going to be. We'll talk about this later, but today is not that day. But it just shows you how inside their own heads, these people are, right? The concept of a dog whistle, I've never really given it a whole lot of thought. A dog whistle, in order to actually exist, can only be utilized amongst people who understand what the dog whistle means. It's like a secret handshake.
Yep.
But once that secret gets out, it's no longer a secret and no longer a dog whistle. And so when you hear someone spurging out over a dog whistle because they are more culturally aware than you are, they have been socially awakened, these crackers are activists. They are.
Yeah, all right, but like at the end
These
of
are the
the
same
day,
people.
it's a freaking ad for jeans. So how many of us are gonna buy them?
I did because I needed jeans.
Is it just me or is Sasquatch kind of like
Yes, he's
breaking up?
been
Okay.
breaking
Yeah.
up every now and again, and I wasn't sure if it was me because of my internet issues
Yeah,
earlier.
same here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here. I'm waiting for it
was,
to correct before I say anything because I think it's me.
Yeah, I was thinking the same.
Half the panel has shitty internet, so they don't say anything. It's great.
Right. The shit internet has spread to my friends, unfortunately.
Yeah, thank you, Sam.
It's infectious.
I didn't mean
Someone's
to.
STD.
I'm sorry. No, but yeah. I mean, he's right though. Like if there is a dog whistle to be heard, right? The only people who should hear the dog whistle are the people that it's aimed at, not the people who are complaining about it. It's like, oh my god, it's a dog whistle. How the fuck do you know? How the fuck do you know? How did you hear a dog whistle when none of the rest of us fucking did, right? Or maybe you one of the people who are on the whole racist angle here.
And that's the part that blew my mind about this panel that I was on. There were 4 of us there asking what the big problem was, and 4 different people tried to. It was a dog whistle to radicalize the white to those people's propaganda, and we were like, okay. So you 4 who are so socially butthurt and such total victims of absolutely everything that comes up are the only 4 people who heard this dog whistle. And we didn't even notice it except to go, they're blue. And that was it. So how is it that it's there to radicalize us to the right when you're the only ones who heard it?
Sorry.
Yeah.
So you broke up a little again, Squatch. Are you saying that the panels you were on were people that were mad about the
Yes.
ad? Holy
4
fuck.
were mad, 4 were not. I was one of the 4 that was.
Okay, so the only panels I've been on where it's a topic of discussion is watching the idiots on TikTok who are spurging out about it because none of us agree with it and we find it hilarious that people are spurging out. So that's why it was a topic on the panels I was on, is we were going to laugh at these idiots.
Yeah.
I didn't know you knew people that would be mad at it. That's fun.
I'd wager we all know people who would be mad at it, but
Oh yeah.
I mean, I do in my real life, but not my internet life.
yeah, I mean that's
You guys have got real lives?
Here's the thing.
Work.
That's true of everybody on the internet, though. I mean, we tend to gravitate towards towards people who have like minds, who see things a certain way, kind of thing, and that's true of everybody on Earth who gets involved in any kind of social undertaking whatsoever, right?
No, I disagree with that. No. I with this specific thing, I couldn't care less. It's jeans. Who the fuck cares? Sydney Sweeney, whatever. It's jeans.
Well,
like, okay. Buy some
Yeah.
fucking jeans. Yeah, okay. Let's talk about it for a whole week. And what? Still gonna buy some jeans.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good point. The spending this much time on it is kind of insane, especially since there are other things happening in the world that are more important. It kind of makes
Far
me
more
go
important.
back to the fucking everything's a goddamn distraction, so that we don't see what they're actually doing, kind of nonsense.
Yeah.
But before we go too much further, shout out to Clue, who has sent $10 via Cash App for Grift Harder. Thank you, Clue. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
It should have
Money
said
me,
grift me
money
harder,
now.
but fine. Should have said grift me harder, Sammy. We'll work on it.
Harder, Sammy.
Nice.
It's what it is. I don't know.
But thank you for the cash app. So.
Yes, appreciate it very much. It is just kind of funny to me. I don't know. I don't care so much about Sydney Sweeney. I don't care so much about American Eagle. Hell, I don't even care that much about denim. I don't own any denim. I don't wear denim. Denim's not a thing that I, am into at all. I find it I think the only denim thing I have is a Carhartt jacket, and it's fucking insulated. So
Hold on, are you telling me you don't have a mustache with some denim jeans, a denim shirt, a denim jacket, and a denim hat?
I do have a mustache.
Nice.
I wear jeans, but I also have a denim vest. And I wore it on Thursday for this particular discussion.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah. Yep. I don't know. I don't. It's
not that I have similar assets to Sweeney, but it was a nod to it.
Yeah, but it's a fabric, right? It's a mostly cotton fabric that or 100% cotton, depending on who you go through, I guess. But that is durable, right, and wearable, and all kinds of. I like it. There's nothing wrong with denim. I just don't particularly care for it myself, so I don't wear denim. Otherwise, the big deal. What is the big deal? I mean, Sydney Sweeney has a nice rack. That's about all she's got going for her. Right? She's not bad looking, but she's not the most beautiful in the world either. So again, I don't understand people get up in arms about it. Like she's pretty, sure, but all this ever was a pretty girl selling apparel. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And successfully, I might add.
And it was an ad just emphasizing the fact that she's hot. That's it. And we don't get ads like that anymore. So that's why a lot of people are talking about it from the other perspective of, yay, we're bringing sexy back. Thank you, Justin Timberlake.
This is where this leads into kind of another aspect of modern U.S. society, at least, that's just completely, I think, destructive. The same people bitching about the Sydney Sweeney shit are the exact same people who would tell her that she needs to have an OnlyFans.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. The exact same people who would go around saying, and which leads me to a thought that that occurred to me the other day, and I did mention it on Whispering in the Dark on Thursday. The whole feminist, anti-male gaze, anti-sexualizing women thing, right? None of that was ever about what's best for women. It was about controlling the monetization of the sexualization. That's it. Mm-hmm. Because they're the same people who 10 years ago were like, God, men just need to stop. It's all about men bad, blah, blah, blah. Don't sexualize us. Are the same bitches who are encouraging everybody and their dog to get on OnlyFans and sell their cooter for $5.
Oh, not only that, encouraging men to be women.
Yeah, that too.
Mm-hmm.
Make that make sense. Oh, yeah. Logic doesn't dictate their brains.
And it's just like anybody, I think, with an objective mindset who looks at this objectively would be like, no, there's something seriously wrong with these fucking people.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because this is not like, you don't tell them not to present themselves to men and then immediately turn around and tell them to present themselves to men, but for money.
Yep.
Right. Like where does that make sense?
This raises a good question. Do you actually pay attention to it, or do you ignore it? Because if you pay attention to it, that means that you're playing their game, and you are giving them the attention that they want, or you can just ignore it and move on. And haha.
Yeah, but also if you ignore it, does it just allow them license to control the corporations like they have been for the last 8 years?
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like a
more. It was a majority around, and
we got about a third of that.
I really wish I could understand
while the
what
Nazis
you're
come and get next door.
I think I know what you were saying.
But most of it was garble.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
No, that's the thing. He'll be back. He's gonna fix the thing.
Yeah.
We need to find a balance.
Well, that's
Really.
the thing is because we also like the whole reason that the culture war in entertainment is a thing is because we ignored it. We
Yes,
ignored the
exactly.
problems. We ignored the people coming in and changing things and saying it's our hobby now and all that stuff. Like it was all subtle and slow at first then too, and we ignored that and look what happened. Right?
Mhm.
We lost all control of the entertainment, and now it's all fucking propaganda. This is the same shit. They're just a different medium.
But this is also, it also led to the fact that this ad became a thing is like, there's sort of a pivot, sort of, that I still don't really trust because we only have 4 years of current situation.
I don't think that it's just I think this is a cultural shift. I don't think it's necessarily just because Trump's in office. I think this is something that's been building for a while. It's that pendulum swing, right? Problem is, pendulum swung so hard last time, it's going to get real bad on the other end this time.
I'm not saying it's just because Trump's in office. I'm basically saying what you're saying, but I don't trust that we're still going to be able to keep the same momentum in the like after these 4 years.
Oh, sure.
With it, because like the corporations are seeing the change that they should be doing, but I'm sure they're just waiting in the back to see if, okay, the midterms take place. What happens there? Are they going to shift back because Republicans don't hold seats? And then 4 years from now, it's similar to back in 2020. Like, I just don't, I don't fucking trust it. And I don't think I ever will. I'm very tired of all of it.
I think we all are. Unfortunately, you have exactly two options. You can live with it or you can die. And since we're living with it, we do our best to push back. Because otherwise it'll overwhelm us all. And then what's the point of anything?
Which
Yeah,
I'm not
but
saying.
what is the
Sorry.
point of pushing back though? Like okay, you push back, you go run around in circles, and then what?
Well, then eventually, hopefully, I die of old age and it becomes someone else's problem, Anna.
You've been alive for this long, like centuries upon centuries.
Yeah,
You
all
really
things
think
end.
that you're
All things end,
okay.
Gal.
Okay.
He's embraced nihilism 101.
Oh, my mother
He
is so
invented it.
mad at me that I started reading guys like Sartre and Nietzsche. It's like,
Sweet.
hey, he was French, but I think he was right when Sartre said hell is other people.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I don't know. I think there comes a point where, like, with this whole Sydney Sweeney and adverts and advertising. I mean, this is an American corporation selling you a product, and the whole internet is going crazy about it. It's just stupid. I'm sorry, it's stupid.
No, fair enough.
We're talking about it. Yeah, it's like a cultural thing. Like what jeans are. Sydney Sweeney's ass being flat, and her tits being big, and what jeans she is selling, and some idiots interpreting jeans as the other kind of jeans, puns, and all this shit. Like, yeah, epitome of fucking society we live in. Whatever. I don't know. I think it's dumb. Just buy some good Levi jeans.
Well, and that's kind of why we're talking about it, because it isn't just about the jeans. I mean, if it was just a jeans commercial, and I think I agree with you that it is just a jeans commercial. It's a jeans commercial that had a fucking funny tagline.
Yeah.
But the momentum of the conversation is not about that commercial. The commercial's really kind of secondary. It's almost irrelevant.
Yeah, yes, it's exposing
Yeah.
the cancer that is in society, and I mean, we all know it's been there for years, and again, it's kind of like patting yourself on the back, going, "Ha, told you so." These
I mean, who
idiots.
doesn't like saying "I told you so"? Well, look, let's be real. I like saying it. I love saying "I told you so."
Yeah.
You know, it does kind of remind me, though, a few years ago, when folks over at the Daily Wire, back when they still had their whole crew before they started driving them off one by one, and Matt Walsh came out and he did this whole bit about like, oh my God, we got to save, pop culture from the communists, and we got to protect the children from the pop culture communists and all this stuff. And he starts saying the same shit that all of us have been fucking involved in and pushing back against for a much longer period of time. When 2 weeks prior to that, and for every time it came up in his shit prior to that, he was like, oh, entertainment's for kids, be a real man, go out, chop some wood. That's what you need to be doing. You don't need to be paying attention to it. It was like not paying attention to it is what got us where we are. You don't get to come in at the last moment and say, I was fighting this all along, you fucking hypocrite. But anyway, but that's what this, it brings to mind that we're seeing a lot of that kind of thing too.
That seems to be a common affliction amongst some of the conservative types. Where there's like anything you like that I don't is somehow childish.
Yeah,
pretty much.
No, that's just not the way the world works.
No, it isn't.
Yeah.
And Walsh is one of the worst ones for that. It's one of the reasons I think he's a fucking dick. I mean, I think he's also a shit poster. Some of the shit that he says, I'm pretty sure he's only saying to stir up engagement and reactions.
Yeah.
But some of it he fucking believes, which is fine. He can believe whatever he wants, but he's a cock about it.
Yeah, sure.
That, but I also do agree with some of his takes.
I agree with some of his takes too. I just think that you don't have to be a dick when you're stating your opinion.
And you also don't have to agree with everything somebody else says.
Yeah,
Right.
He's right on some things, completely wrong on others.
Okay, so people who do Daily Wire are more like media personalities. They're not really journalists, because journalists are not supposed to have like a personality. You're supposed to report on the facts and present them to your readership, your audience. These people are more like personalities, which is why people tune into them and listen to their shit. And he, what was the last show that he put out about the, I think it was the hockey team or something in Canada, whatever. I agreed with him on some of his stuff that he said, but then some of his takes are like, I'm like, what the fuck? Nope.
Like,
listen to him though. He's entertaining.
Sure, he can be. Yeah, I will agree with that too. Like I don't hate the man so much as I hate the attitude. It's kind of like, I don't know how many of you guys remember Kevin Samuels. I know some of the people in the chat will.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So he was considered the godfather of the red pill and all that stuff. Passed away a couple years ago. He was a friend of my friend Amira, and was very, very involved in that. In fact, our own Luke Castley used to moderate for him on his channel, kind of thing. And he made a lot of really, really good points, but he was a fucking asshole about it.
Yeah.
Almost exclusively. Like, I mean, there are ways to get your point across, to like, because he would bring on these women who were like, oh, I didn't do nothing wrong. It was all the man I was with, and he did all the wrong stuff. And he would make the point, you chose him, right?
Right.
But he wouldn't leave it at that. He'd be like, you chose him, and that makes you a dumb bitch. You know? It's like you could drive that point home without that last part. That's all I'm saying. And it's like I get the same impression from Matt Walsh is that like he's got good points. He's got good takes. You don't have to be a dick. You know? So yeah, it was a thing. And then of course, as soon as Kevin Samuels died, all of Black Twitter exploded, calling him all kinds of fucking names and shit like that. And I think some of that wasn't just because he was pushing back against the Black female culture at the time specifically, but female culture in general in the West and in the United States. But because of the way he presented it, I think rubbed people the wrong way so hard that they just came out and called him all kinds of nasty things.
Yeah.
You know, the second he died, by the way, they weren't doing it while he was alive. So, which we're seeing again here with Hulk Hogan, actually.
Yeah, I was just thinking of that.
Yep. Hulk Hogan, you said some shit in the past. He certainly did. He did say the shit.
Oh, yeah.
But he also did a fuckload of good. And he's also publicly apologized for all this shit, too. On a couple of occasions, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Now, because he said shit more than once. But so what? So what? Here's the thing. Like, I don't particularly like using the word myself. You know, Clue knows the word I'm talking about. It's not a word I like. It's not a word I like to say or enjoy or any of that nonsense. I don't generally like to apply it to people, but that doesn't mean that it's anything other than a word that I have attached extra association to. Words are just words. They only have the power that you assign them.
Yeah.
Right. So whatever Hogan said, ultimately it doesn't really matter because you look at the way he actually behaved with people, he actually treated people, he actually interacted with people, and he treated pretty much everybody he came across, you know, in face-to-face interactions like human beings. So I don't see what the big fucking deal is.
What are we talking about?
Yeah.
The cancellation, the post-mortem cancellation of Hulk Hogan.
Oh. Got it.
So I don't know. I mean, he was a goofy, larger than life guy, but you know, like with this what's his name? Joey Swole, cat, who essentially fucking nuked himself.
Yeah.
You know, over this whole thing. Like he had nothing to apologize for. He said, "Hey, you know, sorry to hear the passing of an icon who was a big part of my youth." But there's nothing wrong with that statement. Just because some fucking libtards on the internet are coming after you about it, that doesn't mean that you should apologize for something that's not an inherently wrong statement.
Yeah, fuck him.
And even if it is, never, ever, ever fucking apologize to people who are demanding an apology. Ever.
Especially when it rang very much like re-education camp.
Oh, yeah.
I did some research that my buddy
don't ever bend the knee.
Like, no, dude. No, you didn't.
No, he got a bunch of fucking emails that said some shit. That's what happened. You know, a bunch of emails calling him names.
And that is where I think Matt Walsh's take was actually spot on, where he said that you are like such a dude, bro, masculine and all that shit. It's all vanity. It's all like for show.
Yeah,
for show.
Like, you're all like masculine and shit. Like you look at, but really, like as a man, you're really gonna sit there and apologize to these bitches? Really?
Yeah.
No.
And he was. I watched Welsh's statement too, and he was 100% right throughout that whole thing. He was like, "You do not fucking give an inch, because if you give an inch, they're not going to just take a mile. They're going to take as many as they can, and they're going to do it very quickly."
You know what's hilarious about it? We started by talking about Will Smith in like the fall after the slap. It's a very similar situation because like I would watch Joey Swole's like videos, clips, whatever you want to call them. And he was always like this intimidating look on his face and super strong masculine dude. And now I just see those and I just laugh, just like with Will Smith.
Yeah.
Like his entire brand has just been destroyed within a few days.
Yeah.
Because I can't look at him at any point if he even tries to come back to do this shit. Like, noted.
Yeah. It was all a veneer. It was all like a facade.
Yep.
I'm gonna put
Always
this
is.
in kind of a crude analogy here, but it's as if Joey Swole had a woman, and this woman, like, was stroking his ego and being like, "Oh yeah, you're the best, but it'd be really great is if we could have another man in bed with us, right?" And he fucking agrees to it, right? And then all of a sudden, after the fact, she doesn't look at him the same way. She doesn't respect him, and she fucking ultimately leaves him. That's what happened.
Again, like Will Smith,
Because he
except
took a
didn't
dick.
leave him.
Yeah. Metaphorically speaking, I don't know that Joey Swole actually took it. I'm just saying that, like, that's the analogy. because
About Will Smith
Find
did.
out Will.
yeah. It's. I mean, with Will Smith, yeah, I don't know that there's probably.
I would have had more respect for him if he actually had a really bad take, but stood by what he thought and what he believed in, and he went and said I really believe that this is the way I feel, and whatever the fuck, fuck all y'all if you don't believe me and you don't agree with me. Okay, good for you. Still think you're a dick for your take, but respect.
Yeah.
The fact that he backtracked and then started apologizing, and then because it's social media and and then going off social media, and all of us do that, we need to take a break or some shit happens, and okay, whatever. But here, please, come on. Your whole brand is you selling masculinity to men.
Yep.
And what you just did is you completely destroyed your whole brand. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, and it's sad, but he could have easily avoided it. Walsh was right. He could have easily avoided it by fucking ignoring it, or by doubling down on it, just being like, you know what, I said what I said. Come at me, and I get, look, being inundated with all kinds of shit. I imagine it's not happened to me. I have not been quote unquote canceled at any point. Maybe it will someday. I don't know. Maybe I'll pop my cancellation cherry at some point. But he's like, I can see where being inundated with constant messages for days on end, calling you a piece of shit, right, can get to a guy, right? But what you do, and Walsh was right about this, is you turn the fucking phone off.
Step away.
Like, I have had to step away from social media myself, not for that reason, for others, but and that's what you do. I had a spurg out actually earlier this year. Some of y'all might remember I posted some shit about fuck all of humanity. I hope you all are forgotten about the very stones you will step upon, kind of thing. I was having a bad day.
Wasn't even that long ago.
No, I haven't taken it down. I haven't fucking apologized for it or anything, but I'm not going to, because I meant what I said at the time. I don't necessarily see things that way now, but that doesn't mean that I didn't say the thing and that I didn't mean the thing at the time, right? You don't just, it happens. Sometimes you let it get to you. Sometimes it goes a little too far. And in this case, I did let shit get to me, but, and it's so immediately after that, what did I do? I fucking stepped away from shit for a minute,
Yeah.
Because that should have been the first thing I did, but it wasn't. So,
Yeah. Whoops.
Right. And but that's really but coming out and with he did it like 3 times. He came out and he apologized. Then he apologized for the apology. And then he got all like, "Oh, I can't do anything right. I quit." Right? Like, no, first of all, no, you didn't. You'll be back.
Yeah.
Secondly, you're gonna see some severely diminishing returns from that, because you just burned any credibility that you had by not only caving to the limited number of voices that were actually coming after you. And I do mean limited, because what is online is not real life.
Yep.
But you also whined like a little bitch after it too. Right?
Yeah.
And that's, I mean, if whining like a bitch was your thing, if you were like a Jeffree Star type, right? I get it. That plays right into the brand, but that wasn't his brand. Like Aaron was saying, his brand was masculinity. His brand was stoicism. His brand was, hey, maybe don't shake your ass at the mirror, while filming it at the gym, kind of shit.
His brand was calling out other people for doing the thing
for doing
that
exactly
he
this, yeah.
did himself. And that raises a question again, like, who the fuck are we following? Like, who is real? Who is genuine? Who, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I find like Matt Walsh's take on that. What Sam you're saying is take 24 hours. Just get away from it. The cycle will restart, and they will find somebody else to attack and go after. Just do not engage.
Yep.
And that is good advice. Sometimes with this person obviously has a brand and uses the internet to be able to make money, therefore it's a little bit different.
Yeah, he's gonna have to find a new line of fucking work because this is not going to provide for him like it did going forward unless he completely reinvents himself, which is possible. I will give him that. It's possible. It's a lot harder to do now in the age of the fucking internet than it was back in the day, but it's possible he could do that. But it's going to take a lot of fucking time and patience and work and effort on his part, and I don't know. It's essentially going to be starting over for him, and I don't know if he's willing to do that. I don't know that I would be willing to do that at that point if I made the decision he did. You know?
I mean, I honestly, I didn't even know who the fuck this guy was. Like, I've seen him there and there, like on whatever Instagram reels, but I don't usually follow like bros and gyms.
Yeah, he popped up in my feed every once in a while on Twitter.
Yeah,
but I was aware of who he was.
Following him religiously, whatever. I don't really care about him.
Yeah. I'm not a gym bro, so like I was just like, okay, this is a gym thing. Okay, I mean he's right, but yeah, I don't care that much because I'm not.
You're a denim bro, aren't you?
It's more of a pleather thing, really. It doesn't chafe the tentacles so much.
Alrighty.
So, but yeah, don't apologize, especially ever if you're not fucking sorry. If they're telling you should be sorry and you're not sorry, if you don't feel like you did anything wrong, if you are not genuinely repentant about an error that you committed, right? A hollow apology is worth nothing, and it will only serve someone else. Don't do them. You know, if you fuck up, if you genuinely fucked up and you know you fucked up and you feel bad about fucking up and you don't want to do it again and you want to make reparations or whatever for the fuck up, right? Yeah, by all means, in that case, apologize if that's a sincere thing. But this hollow, just because they're telling you should, even though you didn't know you made a mistake in the fucking first place because you didn't, right? Don't do that. Don't bend the fucking knee. I hate using the term bend the knee because it's so overblown these days, but that's exactly it. Don't just do it because you're being told to do it by fucking strangers on the internet.
Yep.
You know, strangers who, by the way, probably posted their mean tweets and then forgot about you and moved on with their fucking day.
Exactly.
You know,
I mean, if the choices are, dying on your feet or living on your knees, I'm going to stand up.
Yeah. Yeah, because generally living on your knees means sucking someone else's dick.
Yeah.
I'm really on this whole like dick thing today. I don't know what that's about. It just keeps coming out of my mouth.
Crazy for dick today, bro. God damn.
It keeps coming out of your mouth. What?
Dick.
I'm not apologizing for nothing.
And you shouldn't.
Right?
You do what you like with those dicks, son.
What the hell, Clue? First of all, you had the goddamn link.
Yep.
So you're in a chat group where the link was. You could have been there. I'm not apologizing for that. Oh, man, take that D with pride, Sam. I mean, if you're going to do it, right, you might as well do it to the best of your ability. Be the best D taker you can be, right? Otherwise, why
Oh,
bother?
hell yeah. Yeah.
Don't half-ass, no pun intended, anything.
Yeah. Full ass it. Yeah.
It seems
Oh
like a good
gosh.
place to wrap up the stream.
Yeah, said all the men on the show. Mhm.
Hey, we're just vibing. There's nothing wrong with that.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho, yes, Arden Party put your whole ass into that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, this is good though. This has been fun. I've enjoyed this conversation. I think probably a good place to end it because I don't. Last week we went about 5 hours, and that was kind of a lot. It was fun. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it. I don't regret a minute of it. I kind of don't feel up to doing that again today. So
No, that was a bit of a slog at times.
yeah.
Damn.
We
So,
barely
but-
got like into the first 2 minutes of it before we stopped like 7 times.
Yeah.
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 We were approaching the third hour and we
Yeah.
were about a third of the way through it. And that's when Static suggested speeding it up.
And then no one gave me fair warning what Sir Arthur Conan Doyle thinks of Mormons. Thanks, guys. Jesus fuck.
I was hoping you would enjoy
I'm
that.
like, okay.
So she just got to the Mormon bit in A Study in Scarlet yesterday, and I'm sitting here, I'm waiting for it. I was like, this old man and this young girl are dying of thirst in the desert, and they send a little prayer up, and I'm just like, oh boy, she's gonna love this next bit.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he started describing the convoy, the pilgrimage, the pilgrims.
Wagon train,
Thank you. I was like, the location that they're in, just as I'm reading, I'm just thinking these things. I'm like, the location they're in, and it seems to be a religious people. And then they said Brother Sangerson. I'm like, I swear to God, these are going to be Mormons, aren't they? And then lo and behold, like, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. And then it got deep into what he thinks of Mormons. I'm like, okay, that all right. Okay.
Every so often somebody brings this fucking thing up. Look, first of all, he didn't name the cat. His grandfather did. And secondly, I know what the name is. It's not a finding out thing. I've known the name for like 25 years.
Na, 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 na.
Like, you think that's bad? You should read the poem that he published when he was 19. If you look for it on Google, you can find it, but it'll probably flag you.
Yeah.
Samuel,
Yes.
why are you looking up freaking poems of cats?
It wasn't a poem about cats. It was a poem by a guy who happened to like cats and named his a naughty word.
Right. My poems are about cats.
This one wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Unless you think that black people were cats.
Now I kind of want like a meme of Sam reading a poem with a cat next to him.
Yes,
I'm
rubbing
pretty
up on
sure
his
black people
tentacles.
are cats.
Are you sure? Black?
That's why they call each other cats.
Yeah. You know what? You're right. They do call each other cats.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's been a popular slang term in some time, but okay.
Yeah. I might be out by about 50 years, but
Mm.
yeah.
Cool cat, hip cat, slick cat, back cat. They call each other cats.
Het cat.
Yeah. Shout out to all my cats in the chat.
Was there a house cat in there?
No.
Hmm.
No, that's too close to porch monkey.
Oh.
God damn.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, before it gets worse, because it will, we're gonna end
It
the
will.
show.
Clearly.
We'll see it here.
No, you will not end the show.
I'm going to
It
end the
will
show.
continue. It will
Nope.
go on.
Well, the show will return next week. So we might potentially have a guest next week. We'll see what happens. But anyhow, I do appreciate you guys coming here and just kind of shooting the shit with me today. I think this is a pretty good conversation overall. Caucasian Sasquatch, is your mic good enough to show yourself?
Pass.
Okay, go to Caucasian Sasquatch's channel and watch all the things. He does lots of stuff. Lots and lots and lots of stuff. Usually on other people's channels at weird hours. So
yeah,
that works. Aaron Laura is dropping the links for everybody in the chat. They're also in the description below. You can find them there
Thank
as
you,
well.
Aaron.
And so yeah, Anna, do you have anything coming up you want to shill?
Meow.
Okay then.
nice.
That worked. I couldn't tell if you were saying meow or if you said no in like a New Zealand kind of way.
Excuse me. You think I'm a Kiwi?
No,
No.
I think you're more than capable
I
of
am
making
no
fun of them.
Kiwi. I'm an Aussie. I'm no Kiwi. No. Hello. Meow. Goodbye. Meow. Cabin. Pie.
Clearly, Anna hasn't seen that video of trying to teach a Kiwi how to say no.
Meow.
They're like, meow. I can't.
It's now. Now. Now
It's
I can't
so
even say
weird.
it
Yeah,
either.
you can make
Do
fun
it,
of
meow.
Yeah. But
We're not making fun of you, my dear. We're making fun of that.
No, I
the
make
Kiwis.
fun of
Oh.
them. Yeah, the
Okay.
Kiwis. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I like Gal. I don't like any of you. Thank you, Sam.
You're welcome. And ouch. Abe, do you have stuff to shill?
You got time?
I got a minute.
Or two.
Fuck. Okay. You can check me out on Rumble. Abe's gonna get you. I'll be doing Team Play Tuesday.
Here we go.
Yep. Yep.
Can I go
Here we
to
go.
bed? Can I go to bed?
You have permission to leave.
Thank you.
We got the Hump Day Chinwag on Wednesday night. Thursdays, I'm going to be doing a Stargate stream with Mr. Grant Gregory and a few other people from the Full Aussie folks.
What does one mean by Stargate stream?
We're going through all of the episodes of Stargate. We're doing sort of like a breakdown.
You're not
Kinda
watching
like
them. You're
Star
just
Trek
talking about them.
Engage,
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
Or is
Yeah,
it?
it's not strictly a watch along. Some things we will do a watch along for. Most of the episodes, like we're only on the first season right now, so most of them aren't worth a watch
You got
along.
about 3 seasons to go to get to the real good.
Yeah. We're sort of we're
Not that it's terrible
just-
the first 3, but
no, we're just hitting the story beats and things like that, and stuff like that. Then Friday, I'll be on Rockefeller Plaza. Then I'll be back on Sam's channel for Abyssal. Then I'll be back on Beelzebub. Then I might be on the Full Aussie podcast. Then I'll be doing Anime After Dark. Then I'll be back here next week.
All
I
right.
think that's it.
Okay.
I'm sure I always miss something out, but I don't
We're gonna
know.
have to like sit down and write out like a Cliff Notes speed run version for you at some point.
Yeah. It's gonna be easier at some point for me to just like flash up an image on the screen and say, right, I'm doing this shit.
Right. Like here's the
like
schedule.
your comedy tour.
Yeah. If you wanna see me anywhere, pause the video, come see me there. Yeah.
Abe, darling, I think it would be better if you would just mention the shows you are not going to be
Right.
It's probably gonna be easier at this point, yeah.
Yes.
Right. Gal, what do you got? What do you got coming up?
Most likely on Monday on Horny Elf's channel, we will continue It Takes Two, which is a fun little co-op game that we're doing. And then on Wednesday, back to Cooking the Books, where I keep reading the first Sherlock book, A Study in Scarlet. See how much they hate Mormons continuing after they've supposedly gotten away from them.
I'm pretty sure this is the only time he even mentions Mormons in his stories.
I just found it hilarious, like the timing of it and everything. I was like, what?
It is kind of interesting, though. It's kind of like when you remember in Frankenstein when you get to the backstory of the people that the monster was like hanging out around and listening to and all that, and you get to their backstory and it's like full of intrigue and all kinds of crazy shit and all that, and you're just like, God, this could be a fucking novel by itself, right? The backstory of the Mormon thing could also be its own story, like its own book.
It's kind of crazy, but it was fun to figure out, especially after, you know, a 5.5 hour stream, whatever it was, just
it was
down the God Makers.
It was pretty funny that the timing of that was so fucking close.
I could not believe that, but yeah. But yeah. Otherwise, produce for Dermy Wormy on Ballbusters and on Static 2020, who is suspiciously missing again this week. Weekend pregame, and that's me.
Indeed. Absolutely. Thank you all for being here. As for me, the next thing up will be Amir's live stream later tonight on Exiled Lioness 2. We are back this week. Mellow Mondays has gone to a bi-weekly format, so it's on 1 week, off the next. This week we're on Adam the Renaissance Nerd's channel, so we'll be back there on Monday. Probably some game streams coming up next week because I don't have anything major planned in between that and Abyssal Musings on Friday. And then, you know, after that, the Beelzebub and right back here for more Screaming into the Void. Well, like I said, we talk about whatever the hell we feel like, which is why we end up with these meandering, weird conversations that end up where they end up. But that's why you love us. That's why you come to see us, I think. Appreciate all of you being here. Thanks again to Clue for the Cash App donation. Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you to everybody who watched, paid attention, liked, subscribed, did all the things, do the things, Julie. Yeah. Keep an eye out for future content, I guess. And we'll see y'all next time. Remember, it could always be worse. It could be raining flaming cobras. Bye, everybody.